Supposedly we're live. Let's see. Here's my phone. Let's see. So I want to go over to YouTube on my phone, make sure I'm actually live like always. I think I'm live now. It says there's 0 people watching, so typically is a good sign that yes, I'm actually live. Guess my shirt came unbuttoned recently. It's thundering outside. Yes, so I'm live on YouTube too. All right. Well, no one is in here, which gives me time to pull up the rest of my stuff. Let's go ahead. Yeah. All right. All right. Still no one. Perfect. Okay. 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 Let's open you up in a new tab. You seem relatively useful. See anyone? Not yet. See, Pacu. It'll be down a ways on the IGFA search. Okay. Let's species Porgy. All right, so Pacu is actually not a thing on IGFA world records, which is weird. So instead of IGFA for records, somewhere I know has Pacu is Florida. They're an invasive species of fish there. So if they're like Texas, they should have state record fish. Let's see. I might have mentioned it, but it's lightning outside. That's thunder. Okay. Okay. That's weird. I'm not finding Florida's thing either. Let's see. Florida saltwater fishing records. No. Does Florida not have? Maybe I'm just bigcatchflorida.com. I don't know. This seems kind of weird, but hmm. Okay, this is weird. Instead, we're just going to Google how big Pacu get. Hopefully we can trust that. Smithsonian National Zoo seems like a relatively reasonable thing to trust. All right, there's still no one in the stream. It's a red belly Pacu. All right. Okay. I got some very loose information on Pacu. They don't have IGFA records for whatever the reason, and Florida doesn't have them. For their state records. Now isn't as good of a time to go live as I thought. I thought about 6 would be the perfect time to go live. I'll get all my fly tying stuff set up then, I guess. While I watch and wait. Oh, no wonder it wasn't tightening up any. There we go. All right, got some hooks here to tie with. But we have enough stuff to tie with. There's a tiny hook. Some black Chanel. Here's my thingy, my bob. We'll be tying with. Purple's always a good color, but still no one in here. Maybe I should go live later. That hurts. Earlier it said there was one viewer and then it dropped to 0 again, like instantly. So we've been live for 10 minutes. one potential viewer that left. Didn't say anything in the chat. Here, I know I have a good pair of cutting scissors over here on the side somewhere. Little scissors. It's all right. Throw that away. All right. Got most of my fly tying stuff set up. I'm going to go ahead and I have some hooks over there. I'm going to go look through my hooks. And we'll see what I have to tie flies with, I guess. And then once someone comes in, we'll do some talking about some other things. Crap. Okay. I have taken all my hooks outside, apparently, other than what I have here. So we will be tying little flies whenever fly tying starts. All right. Get all this stuff over here more organized. You have the white craft fur. Let's see if I can't find more information on Pacu. And we'll go from there. I'm not going to use Wikipedia. Seems like a non-trustworthy site. You know what? I'm sure Wikipedia has some fun. Has some fun. Information for us. So might as well. There's still only my phone watching. That way I can watch the chat while I search for information. That's actually useful to know. Okay. That's cool. Let me make sure I know the right word. I do believe it's... Oh, crap. I forgot it. There's a certain word whenever fish give birth to live young or eggs, and it's like oviparous. Is one of the words. Okay, yes, oviparous. So oviparous, there's no one in here, but I will go through this because this is a good bit of information. All right, now we have a bunch of things pulled up for this. That's good. I know somewhere there's a way to change. Oh, that's not good. I just closed out on one of the things I wanted to keep open. That's okay, I guess. I don't think it had information. Some of these other ones didn't. Here it is. These are all supposed to be free images and stock photos. So that means I should be able to use all of these. Whichever one I do use, I will link in the description that I can add for the thumbnail on this live stream. I feel like that's a pretty good one. That one also looks really cool. Gotta find one with good lighting too. This one's probably good, yeah. Oh, it cost money to get this one. All right. And those aren't Pacu. Those are carp. That's a Dorado. All right. I have no idea what those are. Some type of shiner. More carp. There's a bass. Okay. Not great. All right. So we're just going to roll with the image currently on here. Yes, Alvin, you won the first person in here. Alvin won. Let everyone know. Alvin won the first person to pop in. Right now, Alvin, I'm just waiting on more people to come in before I start the live stream. Alvin, you get the satisfaction of being first. That's what you get. You get the satisfaction of being first. All right, well, that's a tiny hook. Yes, it is cool, Alvin. Well, I guess while we're waiting for more people to come in, no harm in tying a little fly. That should be. All right. Okay, yeah, that'll be good. All right, so it's tiny. That's the hook I'm going to be tying with to start with. Don't know what size it is at all. Weren't really planning on starting with fly tying, but I guess there's no harm in it. Been live for 20 minutes, so let's see. This might be the first fly I successfully tie with my white craft fur I bought. I've tried to tie 2 flies before this and both failed terribly. So we're gonna learning experience, We're gonna figure this one out. Try to. We will try. Promises of success, there are none. Yeah, I don't like craft fur. I need to learn. I need to suck it up and learn. I know y'all can't really see what I'm doing. I'm trying to get some of these fibers together in a decent amount, decent size, make a clean cut on here. Little hook, shouldn't need a lot. It's just going to be like a little streamer style. Weightless streamer style. It's really not enough is the problem. Super long. New plan, new idea. I'm going to just take this stuff here. It'll still be streamer style, just maybe like a bug streamer or something. Yeah. Pull out a little thingamabob to hold my fibers together for me. Put up my craft fur. Oh, Alvin left. Okay. Oh, someone else is back in now. Nice. When I was a kid, I tried making bass poppers out of corks from wine bottles. They looked bad, but worked. Of course, where I fished, there were so many fish you could catch them on bare hooks. Good for you, Alvin. I suck at bass fishing so much. You could take me to a stocked pond and I still couldn't catch one. It saved my life. I'm not a good bass fisherman, but hopefully this year that's going to change. Here in 2-3 weeks, I'm taking a trip. Oh, wait, no, not 2-3 weeks. Let's see, today's the 14th. I don't know if we're leaving on the 19th or the 20th. But one of those days, not very long from now, I'm going to be going to Oklahoma. And, I'm going to be doing a lot of fishing. I'll be trying to do some bass fishing, particularly smallmouth. But, I will definitely take what I can get. Hey, Casey Fish Page, how you doing? I'm just tying a little fly while I'm waiting on more people to hopefully join in before too terribly long. And then I'll talk about Pacu. Yeah, this was gravel pits, so many small fish in them. I don't have gravel pits around me. Here in Texas, we have sand pits, which are same concept, but almost all of them are on private property, and not really supposed to go fish them. We have rice canals too, which again are typically on private property, and you're not really supposed to go fishing unless you know the people who own the land, which I don't. I have a friend who does, but he has yet to invite me out to him. Try and catch some carp or some bass or something. But like I was saying, hopefully these next few weeks, I'm going to take my laptop with me to Oklahoma. I'm going to try and get some videos out while I'm up there. All right, I mean, y'all can sort of see that. Just a little white and purple streamer. Like a little... I could definitely see tying this on to try and catch green sunfish, even on my regular rod. Dipping it in rocks for bait. Seven on my first whip finish. I'm going to do one more just to make sure. Or maybe even for like creek chubs in one of the streams. It's got them pretty prevalent. All right, there's a little fly tide. But taking my laptop, taking some different things. Y'all won't see the video because I've been having troubles editing it. But I'm not going to pull it out and show y'all right now. But I've got a goggle kit now. Or goggle kit. I got a pair of snorkeling goggles with a GoPro mount on the forehead. So I'm going to be taking that in some of the streams. I'm going to be trying to do videos like that. I tried at Canyon Lake, which is, again, not a video y'all are ever going to see because I got so upset with it because I couldn't do it after like 8 hours of trying that I deleted the footage. Wasn't that much anyways, just a bunch of bluegills, several species of shiner and minnows. Nothing special, but it was neat. I'm going to be doing some of those videos. Lots of fly fishing. My crazy Helgramite flies, which I got some here. I got this one y'all haven't seen that's got 3 strands on it. And in the water, they all come together and shoot off. It's really cool fly. Plan on doing a lot with those. If we drive through Missouri, we'll stop at Roaring River again, most likely. Do some fly fishing for some trout. Hey, off the hook. I know we're not going out of Missouri. Originally, we were planning on going to Kansas, but it's hot. It's empty. It's flat. Yeah. Don't know why my mom thought that would be appealing. There's some neat stuff in Kansas, but not in the dead of summer. Or I guess the end of summer. We'll be spending 2 weeks up and out of Texas. Lots of creek fishing. I'm going to bring a heavier fishing rod and reel, which y'all also haven't seen because I didn't catch enough the one time I took it out and recorded with it to make a video. I've got a relatively heavy white rod with a big reel on it and some heavy mono, and I'm going to be throwing that for some flatheads, hopefully, at the lake, and big blues and big channels. I'm going to be using these, which came in the mail. The Ranger Pete. I got, wrong way, from the Sunfish King YouTube starter kit giveaway. So that's coming relatively soon. We've got 4 people in here, so I think I'm going to go ahead and start talking about Pacu. This, I should have pulled up who recommended it. So on my last fish talk, which I do believe was, you know what, let's just go over to YouTube and see. I haven't been calling them fish talks either, but let's see, or fish discussion, my bad. Let's see, the last one I did was gar. No, I deleted it. So the last one I did was Palomino trout, and I got a copyright claim or strike or whatever because the music I played at the end in a video, I didn't realize that, oh shoot, there was music until like 5 minutes into the video, and it was a 6-minute long video. So at that point, I just let it roll. And for 3 or 4 days, it was fine. And then it finally got a strike on it, and I went ahead and took it down. So I can't even go back and check. But on that video, someone recommended Pacu has the fish they would like to see next talked about. And then I didn't do it for a while because I got busy. That's something else for the next fish discussion. If anyone here would like to see anything that I haven't done before, go free, drop it in the comments. If we get more than one suggestion, I'll pull them from a hat on stream. And then I'll take like 10 minutes and pull up information about that fish. So far, we've only had one stream. So far, I've done all 7 species of gar, all in one stream. And then I did Palomino trout. That's all so far. So now I am doing Pacu in general, and there's a lot of species of Pacu, so this will just hit them all. So, I am not sharing my screen. Chrome tab, yes. So we're going to go to this one, the species profile. Hopefully y'all can see it. Yes, y'all can. Perfect. Hopefully it's working all right. So this here's a Pacu. This is a red-bellied Pacu. Some of the other species is however you pronounce that. Pyrapitanga. I don't know. Giant Pacu and black Pacu. They're in the Carac. I give up. I'm not going to be trying to say any fancy words. So this family includes Pacu, piranha, and silver dollars. And the order therein has 18 families, 217 genera, and approximately 1,674 species. Pacus are the vegetarian cousins of piranhas. They're generally pretty harmless. You know, they eat nuts. Not really anything crazy. So let's see. Behavior and care. A big tank. Powerful filtration because they poop a lot. They have teeth. People have been bitten by them while cleaning their aquariums. That's about all. There have been reports supposedly in Papua New Guinea of them attacking dudes while bathing in water. It's possible. I don't see any reason why it's not possible, but at the same time, I don't see any reason why that's something not all fish do. So let's see, what's the next one I'm going to pull up? So we're going to pull up this one here. So the share screen, back to the Chrome tab. All right, share. So we're going to be looking at this specifically. So their diet is herbivores. They're herbivorous. They're egg laying, which is oviparous. Oviparous means that they lay eggs. After being laid by the parent, they hatch. Oviparous is what that means. That's a scientific word. Pretty cool. They get a lot bigger than that maximum size, but this is specifically a red belly pacu, so I don't know. I know black pacu get huge. I mean, absolutely giant. Their care level is supposed to be moderate to difficult. Their average lifespan is 5 to 15 years, at least the red pacu. That's their family name. I couldn't pronounce that if I tried. Maximum size is 12 to 24 inches, supposedly. And the minimum tank size is the healthy minimum tank size is 250 gallons. A lot of people who aren't exactly super bright like to keep big fish in little tanks. Fairly peaceful fish species. Common name. This is the temperature they like, 24 to 27 degrees Celsius. Herbivores. They need large aquariums. Their habitat is South America, specifically the Amazon River. I imagine just that basin, too, is probably good. Let's see. I think that's all for this one that's like super duper. Yeah. All right. Next tab. Share screen. Chrome. All right. This is their teeth. As you can see, they have relatively human-like teeth. You know, they do that. They're good for crushing nuts and fruits that fall into the water. Another fish that has human-like teeth would be the saltwater sheep's head, which I will pull up a picture of in a minute. So, again, as you can see, pretty big teeth. I wish I could just completely switch from screen to screen without having to go back every time. All right, so this is loading up now. So as y'all can see, here's a big black pacu. This guy's holding it to make it look big. As you can see, that's his knee there. That's his hands holding the fish in an angle, trying to get as little of his hand in as possible to make the fish look bigger than what it actually is. But regardless, it's not a tiny fish by any stretch of the imagination. Much like bluegill, they have this larger back and a little bit deeper of a stomach. You can even see right here, sort of, it would be better if the angle was different, how they have that bump in their head. Yes, Alvin, they get huge. I had something somewhere pulled up that had a good estimate. Let's see. Wikipedia says they can get up to 3.5 feet, roughly, and get to be about 88 pounds. Specifically, the largest type, which I do believe is black pacu, but I may be incorrect. So 88 pounds is as big as they get, Alvin. Pretty big fish. All right, so let's see. This is just an Amazon fishing expedition page. AmazonAngler.com, talking about Pacu. All right, we're going to share screen again. All right, and this is just oviparous. Being oviparous means that you lay eggs that are hatched after they had been laid. Viviparous is live birth, basically. So humans are viviparous. Most species of shark are viviparous. There's some species of shark that are oviparous. Skates that have the sea purses, they are oviparous, meaning they have eggs. Birds are generally oviparous. I think there might be one or two species of birds that give birth to live young, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're all oviparous. I don't know. I generally don't. But so that's a lesson. That's a thing maybe you didn't know. Oviparous versus viviparous. So I think that's going to be all for Pacu. Does anyone have any other species that they would like to have talked about or that they want for another live stream? If so, just drop a comment and I'll write it down. I got a pin that hopefully works still right here. Robotics pin. It works, right? Yes, it works. So I'll be able to write your name down. And this time I'll take note from messing up the other guy who recommended Pacu, and I'll write your name next to it. That way I don't mess it up. Here, let's see if I can get this piece of paper out without making a whole bunch of fuss. As you can see, the guy who told me to do, it's backwards for y'all. Palomino trout. That says Palomino trout. So that's just proof I will write it down. The Palomino trout wasn't just on a whim. It's not even up anymore because it got copyright struck. Talking about doing that. I'm going to see. I don't want to play a video on mute is the problem. Otherwise, I'll think about it. Let's see what I can find on YouTube for catching Pacu. I don't like that guy. So we're not going to watch his videos. I don't. Not seeing much for just generally. Okay, you know what? This could be good. Something tells me there's music in it, so I'm going to mute this and we're going to share the screen and we're going to watch a video. Yeah, I'm scared that there's music, so I'm going to mute it. Okay, you know what? We're going to take the risk. Maybe there will be music. I don't know. But,
Okay, now we are doing an instructive video about how to catch big pacu in the headwaters of the Pluma River with my friend Chucky here. First, you grab a piece of sandwich, this one, and throw it right there. Now, you catch the fly, move it a little bit, little bit, little bit, little bit. Woo! Again, a little bit. Yes. A little bit, and you're on. That's it. And that's how you catch a big pacu in the very headwaters of the Pluma River.
Get the helicopter in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Say whiskey, Chucky.
What?
Say whiskey.
I'm not. I'm not good looking for a film, you know.
Oh, you're a movie star, man.
Yeah. Porn. That's really sandwich porn, no? Okay, that's the pacu we got with the sandwich method, which is very effective here in the headwaters. Look, Arigati there, showing around.
The old man, the grandpa.
Grandpa.
Okay? There it is.
We release it. Yeah,
Okay.
Bye bye.
All right, and that's a Pacu. So that's pretty cool. So that's they caught that on fly rod, which was really cool too. I couldn't understand the river, they said. I just couldn't. So that's a Pacu. That was a relatively large Pacu. Yes, Alvin, a lot of those Amazonian fish, a lot of fish on fly rod fight really hard simply because it's on fly rod, and if it doesn't fight very hard on fly rod, that means you're using too heavy of a fly rod to try and catch the fish. That's just how that goes. Back to talking about what's going to be happening in Oklahoma. That was my phone falling over. Need to set that back up probably. I'll set it over here. Easier to watch. But let's see. So I'm going to be fly fishing for buffalo. I'm going to be hopefully fly fishing for common carp as well as conventional fishing. I'm going to be fly fishing and conventional fishing for smallmouth bass. My goal personally is to catch a smallmouth over 2 pounds. That's my personal best largemouth was 2 pounds. And we're going to try and equal it with a smallmouth, potentially on fly rod, most likely on a live bait, and some creeks. Let's see. Going for big catfish. Personal best channel catfish is like 5 pounds. It's not very big. Going to try and beat it. Then we're going for flathead. Haven't caught any this year. Obviously, it's been 6 years since I've caught a little flathead. It's been a long time, is the point. And yeah. Got some plans coming up. Again, I'm willing to try and do another one of these maybe tomorrow, especially if someone has anything they would like to see done. It can be anything. I'll take it. If not, I'll do something, something I want to do, I guess. I'll probably put a whole bunch into a hat and draw species I would like to do. Can't really think of anything else much to say. I am super low on money right now. I got like $30. But once I get a little bit more money from doing different things, I'm going to try and go ahead and do. It'll be a while before I get a lot of money, but I'm going to try and do for my 100 subscriber as a milestone. Sometime after I hit 100 subscribers, as long as I have enough money at the time to do it, I plan on doing a fly tying video and sending out some of my flies to someone, and potentially a few people. Just kind of depends. You know, and as long as I hit 100 before Christmas, for sure before Christmas, even if I'm running a little low on money, I'm going to try and send out maybe like one fly to one person. While in Oklahoma, potentially some catch and cooks going on. Channel catfish, probably gonna be mostly it. Maybe like a bluegill, maybe a little bass. I don't really know yet. Maybe some overnight fishing. The problem with I have a GoPro Hero 7, and filming at night or early morning is just crap with it. Like, you can't see it all if it's even relatively dark. And yeah, I haven't been posting a lot. I've been doing some fishing. Sometimes I decide not to bring the GoPro just to try and enjoy fishing a little bit more, not be worried about it. And some other times, like at Canyon Lake, I do record it, and then I don't either I don't catch enough, or I don't like the footage. So I went to Sea Camp a few weeks ago, and at Sea Camp, I made a really good friend. And then the day after Sea Camp was over, he invited me out to his beach house on the bay side. And so we did. We're fishing. We fished pretty hard. That night, we stayed up to like 2 a.m. fishing green lights, underwater green lights, catching speckled trout. We saw some black drum. We saw some redfish in them. We saw some really big speckled trout, like 22 plus inch speckled trout, just monster trout. Can't get any to bite. I ended up catching 3 speckled trout. My friend caught 1 for like 8 hours of fishing. The next morning, so I recorded that. And then when I got home, it was so dark you couldn't see anything. You couldn't see the green light we were fishing because it was a little bit further away, so you couldn't see the eats like we could or anything like that. Working it through the middle of the lights. I caught all 3 of mine on lure. Let's see, the next day we woke up real early. We paddleboarded out to a jetty. I slipped my toe really bad, and it's still cut open pretty good. Straight through tennis shoes on an oyster. Sucked it up. Walked like a mile to the end of this jetty. This jetty is not connected to land in any spot, so you have to physically like park your boat off it or on it to get onto it. And it's not easy to do. We pulled our paddleboard up on it. we fished that. It was going pretty slow. My friend caught a ladyfish and we cut it up for bait and put out several cut baits on both of our rods. He kept getting robbed. I ended up catching, or my rod got hit and I handed him the rod because the night before he hadn't caught a lot while I was doing pretty good the night before. And so he caught in a little redfish, maybe 15, 16 inches, not the 20 slot we needed. Then we left, got home, started to work on editing the footage from the night fishing, and it was all black. So that sucked. So didn't get any of that. It wasn't worth keeping it. You could sort of see the fish when I held them in my hands, but not really, not clearly. So we just I let that one slide. I went fishing with one of my friends. She said it was her first time in 7 years going fishing. She caught two pretty nice 2.5, 3 pound channel catfish. I caught one about the same size and one dink, like 8 inch. We were fishing by a bridge and it was a bio. So this bio is brackish water and a big redfish come up and pop on a big school of mullet and they just went everywhere. We're fishing with worms. So I quickly reel in and flip under there real hard. Start jerking it around erratically, not letting it hit the bottom with the worms, hoping maybe it'd catch its eye. Sat there for like 10 minutes looking like an idiot. Didn't get it to bite. Maybe going fishing.
Show you this video.
No.
Hey, Booby.
Hi.
Hang on just a second. There's 3 nanodigs right here. Both of y'all watch the video.
Here.
See the bubble?
Mm,
Might be coming up there. There he goes. The bubbles. Can you see them? He's
I
not up
s-
yet.
I sort of see bubbles, I guess.
There's needlefish all up here, but
And that might be what
Yeah.
I'm seeing too. I'm just seeing things moving on the
It's
surface.
kind of blurry.
It's very blurry.
that one's moving that way.
I can sort of see the further one. I can see a shape.
He's coming up. Can you see him? See him?
No. I see the bubbles.
I saw bubbles.
I can sort of see the shape of something under the water, but
Oh,
there
look.
he I saw that.
Did you see it?
Yes, it did.
They don't come all the way out, but
Yeah, but still, that's cool. I can just see the reflection of a cloud for the most part, but
Yeah.
we're getting eaten alive. But we're neat.
that's cool.
There's 3 of them. There's 2 adults and a baby.
That's cool.
They might come up with it.
There we go.
Are you the one that person watching?
No, it says 2. There's 2, not just 1. Oh, I'm empty.
Look. He's coming up under the dildo.
Yeah, no, it's frozen. We can't see anything. And I can count the pixels on the screen. Hold on, let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, he's fixing to come up.
It cleared up a
They're
little.
gone together.
No, I can still count
Right.
pixels. Yep, I can. I sort of saw them.
Okay, well, I just wanted to show y'all real quick.
Yeah, it's very hard to see. I can count the pixels on the screen.
We got some of the pictures.
Yeah, we got more pictures and video.
All right, yeah.
Okay, love you, bye.
Do y'all have
Bye.
any? Okay, bye.
Do I have any what?
Pictures on the big camera?
Yes.
Yes?
That's
Okay.
good right there.
Because those will be the good pictures.
Okay, well, we're going to keep looking there behind the book. You know.
All right.
Bye. Tristan's doing a live stream right now. So bye.
Yeah, it was. Bye.
Bye. I think the storm is over.
Well, no, it's kind of all around us. Someone else just popped in, but hold on. I'll look at the radar real fast. Alive on your live. Yep, Alvin. That's kind of how it was. So my parents are in Florida right now. They were showing us a manatee and a baby manatee and another full-grown manatee.
How did you have your comments?
It's because your mobile data's on.
I don't know how it's.
We might get hit in a little bit, but for the most part, we're good. Here, I'll show you. First off, turn Wi-Fi on. So I don't see mobile data. I'm not having it.
There's probably more if you hear.
I don't know how to see the rest of these.
Settings, maybe?
No. I don't know. Let's see if maybe that'd fix it. There you go.
Oh, yay! Thank you.
No, Alvin, I'm not having a party. I don't have any friends.
Yes, he does. He's fine.
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah, there's a delay. You should, yeah. Bye. But yeah, no, I'm lonely. Anyway, now my sister has access to my stream. That's scary. Okay. Anyways, let's see. Or was I? Yeah. So I've been getting a little bit of footage here and there. Just I haven't been liking it enough to post it, which is kind of the way that is. The one wasn't like it was cool, but it wasn't worth. The diving at Canyon Lake was cool, but it was really annoying to edit, and it wasn't so cool that it was worth editing because it was just a bunch of bluegill and some different species of shiner. Well, Alvin, since you're really the only one here, do you have any suggestions for the next fish discussion? Any species of fish? It can be saltwater, it can be freshwater, it can be from Europe, it can be from South America, it can be extinct within relative, like ancient species of fish like the Dunkiosculus or any of the ancient species of shark. Sharks. Let's see. We can even do different things like remembering crustaceans. So that would be crawfish, yatties, crabs, shrimp, all those, lobsters. Jellyfish aren't a species of fish, but we could do different species of jellyfish, sea cucumber, corals, things like that. I mean, generally aquatic anything. Corals are the one exception, sort of, to that, because I don't want to do like aquatic plants. Plants are just kind of, they're plants. There's not much about them. Some species there are, some species there are, some species there really isn't. A lot of species there really isn't. And it's just kind of the way that goes. I favorited a comment. I don't know what that does, so I'm gonna get rid of that. But going for about an hour now, longer than what most of these are. Yes, Alvin. So there are 7 species of gar around the world. So let's see. I'm not sure where you live. Let's see. What's to the right? Maybe you live in Missouri. I can't remember. I know. I don't know. So 7 species of gar. So starting with the 5 in the United States, there are the alligator gar, largest species of gar in the world. Generally a giant freshwater fish, one of the largest species of freshwater fish that are solely freshwater, to my knowledge, that even lives in the United States. So Nevada, yes, Nevada doesn't have any gar, to my knowledge. So alligator gar, spotted gar. Spotted would be most likely what you have, along with 2 others, which would be long nose and short nose gar. Then there's Florida gar. Then there's tropical gar. And there's one other species that I just cannot remember for the life of me. Google knows the answer, though. I know it does. Cuban is the other species. So it's alligator gar, Cuban gar, Florida gar, long nose gar, short nose gar, spotted gar, and tropical gar. They're the 7 species of gar. In my opinion, 5 of them are sport fish. Tropical gar don't get bigger than like a foot, and I don't know about Cuban gar. Alligator gar, in my opinion, because they can get to be like, I think the Texas state record is like 10 feet long. They get big. Is the point. Alligator gar, in my opinion, are a sports fish. Long nose gar, in my opinion, are a sport fish, and spotted gar are, in my opinion, a sports fish. Florida gar, I don't consider a sport fish. I just don't consider them trash fish either. And then for short nose gar, I'm off and on whether I consider them sport fish or not, because they're about the same size. The only thing neat about them really is that they're gar. Gar are cool. They got diamond-shaped scales. They're pretty cool. They're sharp. Alligator are really tropical fish. They, let's see, Texas, the very start of Oklahoma, Louisiana, Florida. I know they're in those 4 states. But when I say just the start of Oklahoma, it's like 2 of the rivers that also go into Texas, as well as Lake Texarkana, however it's pronounced. I think it's Texarkana. Has them. I think that's where the Oklahoma State record is caught, which is like 160 something pounds, but I might be wrong. Let's see. I know they're in Florida. No, they're in Louisiana. Maybe Georgia. I don't know. Really tropical species of fish in generality. But yeah, Alvin, if you have a species of fish you would like to either see me talk about or just recommend for me to talk about, I'm all ears and would love to hear it. A guy on Facebook says raised from babies 2 to 3 inches long and they're now 4 long. The Fish Whisperer, Alvin Lewis, I do believe is his name. I know the guy you're talking about. I may not remember his name. I could have sworn it was the Fish Whisperer, but it might be something else. I think it is the Fish Whisperer. Yes, it is. Yeah, where he grew his baby alligator gar. He hasn't posted anything in 7 months. Oh, no, never mind. A month. It's been a month since he posted. I had it where his most recent video looked like it was 7 months ago for whatever the reason. But yeah, he does some cool stuff. Generally. I feel like a lot of his content gets really repetitive, which is what I don't want with my content, which is a struggle for me. But it'll probably end up becoming repetitive. Just hope it's not quite on the same level as his, because almost all of his are either feeding videos or about growing or raising something. Which I get it. When you have something that cool, you're going to do a lot of that. Yeah. Yeah, Alvin. I watch him. I like him a lot. I miss his fishing videos. It's been like years since he's done a whole lot of fishing. Like, since it was mostly fishing. Or maybe he never was mostly fishing. Maybe it's someone else I'm thinking of that does a lot. So it was about 3 years ago he did a lot more fishing. Just in general. And you get further back, about 4 years ago, he's always done some fishing here and there. Just, I guess, the past year and a half or so, it's been kind of dry. Yeah, Alvin, if you have any fish species you would like me to talk about, definitely say something. Otherwise, here in the next minute, I'm going to go ahead and hop off. Okay. Yep, I can see. Yeah, I see one.
Look under that. You see that little pump?
Right under it.
That's the
Oh,
there.
yep.
There's another one right there.
Yeah, it's your video quality got a lot better. I can even see the needlefish around them now.
Yeah.
Hi, kitty.
Look, he's pulling his stuff out.
That's cool.
Hi.
They're gonna go into.
That's cool. Oh, and then it froze.
That's
Come here, kitty. Look. Oh. Oh, and now it's back to not being clear for my cat to see. Yeah, I see him.
Wait, look, that's the way. Turn up. Okay, what do you want?
Yep.
Wait.
All right, I'm gonna hop off here too. See you everyone for the next live.